demons all around me. Baby, just tell me the places you going. So radiant, baby, you know that you glowing. Did you tell your friends about me? Chasing dreams, I know you doubt me. I'm on a roll now, all alone now, chasing goals now. Yeah, I'm on a roll now, all alone now, chasing goals now. Yeah, sorry to say, hop on the phone every day. She changing my mood, we might go fuck in a room.
And that's how they do their rituals. Everything is backwards.
Who's the other guy? I know there's a lot of them.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Was it Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne is another. That's the most satanic one around. Him, yeah. Little Baby, the one that promotes him. He's a pedophile. He's a fag.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're all homosexuals. They have to be like the Baphomet. Like is it above? That's the most satanic one around. Him, yeah. Little Baby.
Wayne is another. That's the most satanic one around. Him, Little Baby.
What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at duanemcleantv, and today I'm giving you guys a Little Baby Illuminati breakdown part 3. And I know in the beginning I said this was going to be a 4-part series, but guess what? I'm going to go ahead and mix part 3 and part 4 together in one video. I'm just tired of dragging it out. I want to go ahead and release it and have it all together so we can get this content out for you. I know you guys are waiting a while for it, but first we're going to start off with the recap of everything. We're going to recap part 1, part 2, and then we're going to go into part 3, just for all the new subs, or just in case somebody who has not been up to date with what's been going on in the previous videos. All right, so let's move on to the recap. Okay, in part 1 we talked about Little Baby and his goat worship and his affiliation with the goat. Now it's becoming a trend in today's hip-hop that a lot of artists are rocking with the goat. They're putting goat in their music and they're just showing it off. All right, so here's just a couple of images. A Little Baby with the goat taking the same route as a lot of other celebrities have. I'll advise everyone, if you're new to the channel, to go back and watch my Little Baby Illuminati breakdown part 1, where I go more into depth on this situation. They're basically giving reference to the Baphomet, and that's why there's so many images of goats in these artists' videos. Also on the front cover of his album, he had a bunch of goats. And I personally don't feel like Little Baby's the goat of anything. He hasn't even been in the rap game that long. But they have to pay homage to who the God that they worship. All right, so let's move on to part 2. In part 2, I pointed out how Little Baby throws up the Murano hand sign. And to catch people up, the Murano hand sign is a cryptid Jew sign that a lot of Jews in the 1600s used when they was destroying Judaism and they was converting everybody to Christianity. These Jews used this sign to signify which and who were still practicing Judaism. And this is also can be symbolized as the letter M to pay homage to the Masons. All right, and a lot of people was commenting on my Little Baby Illuminati part 2 video saying that he's throwing up a gang sign, that's a gang sign he's throwing up for the fours. Well, it takes a conscious effort to put your middle finger and your ring finger together. And there's also an image of him throwing up a Masonic sign while he's in a jewelry store, because they were supposed to not let nobody in while the Little Baby and Gunna was inside that jewelry store. The jewelry store is called the Icebox, which I would not be surprised that it is ran by the secret society. And there was supposedly during that situation was some guys or some ops, quote unquote, trying to come in the building, and Little Baby and Gunna got nervous, and Little Baby flashed this hand sign. And I'm gonna show you guys an image of Masonic hand signs. Like I said, it comes out of a whistleblower's book of somebody who's breaking down the different hand signs that Masons throw up. And you can look here, I'm gonna circle it, where that is clear sign as a Masonic sign. See how he's tapping his chest with it? And if you look at this video, Little Baby does a tap on his lower abdomen with that same sign. Why would he throw up that sign into where he's at, a jewelry store? He's letting them know, hey, I'm with them boys, I have a little power, so you guys need to listen to me and not allow nobody in. And you will see plenty of other artists throw this hand sign up if you guys just pay attention. But that's enough on that. Go back and watch my Little Baby Illuminati breakdown part 2 to catch you guys caught up, where I go more in depth on the Murano hand sign.
Because there's a bunch of devil worshipers in Hollywood. And there's a lot of black folks too. And they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
Well, what is this?
Oh, the devil in this mess, yeah.
Because I closed this up. I thought this was rock on.
Be careful. No, the goat, be careful. They'll get you. Be careful.
Let me keep my hands down. And I was doing like this, like rock on. It's like, no.
No, watch them. Because there's a bunch of devil worshipers in Hollywood. And there's a lot of black folks too. And they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them.
You see them, this, that, all of them.
All right. So that clip I just showed you was one of my favorite clips of exposing these artists. It was Paul Mooney on the Monique show. And Paul Mooney showed you guys what signs that these devil worshippers in Hollywood throw up. And he said it's a lot of black artists. All right. And I wanted you guys to pay attention to that pyramid sign he threw up at first. He said they throw up the pyramid and then the devil horns. All right. Now this is an image of Little Baby and it's something to prove video where he threw it up at the very end. He says something along the lines of he controls the rock. So he flashed this sign up, which was just an excuse for him to throw it up, honestly. The same reason why Polo G had an excuse to make a song about 33 with Scottie Pippen. Little Uzi Vert had a song with 22 and then 444. And these artists like to just make songs about these occultic symbols or say lines so they can have an excuse to throw these occultic symbols, okay? Now there's gonna be just a few images I'm gonna show you with plenty of other artists. Now this is Little Uzi Vert as a very young kid throwing this sign up, all right? Now, Jay-Z is not the Jay-Z I grew up with, okay? You guys, a lot of this younger, the people, the main audience of Little Baby's audience are people who are between the ages of 13 to 21. All right, so y'all were all born and was raised in the very end of Jay-Z's career. So a lot of y'all not big Jay-Z fans. When I was growing up, everybody threw up the diamond sign because of Diamond Dallas Page and Jay-Z. So I seen this sign a lot. But the way it's getting flashed around now has to be a clear signification that there is something bigger going on than just being a fan of Jay-Z. And that right there is somebody who is really, really down on the boys. All right, so I'm just gonna show you, just pay attention to these images. I want you guys to pay attention to all these images I'm showing you of all these different celebrities throwing up this diamond sign, and that is bigger than what we think it is, okay? That this is all one big occult, all right? So what did Paul Mooney say at the beginning? That there's a lot of devil worshippers around. And what do we see here with all these celebrities throwing up? We see them throwing up the diamond sign. Look, this is Hitler throwing that same sign up, okay? Plenty of celebrities, Kevin Durant, Drake, plenty of them. Now, I'm going to show you guys an image from this was an image off of show you guys a video from the Fortnite video game. And they were selling a skin pack that dealt with witches. Now look at the hand sign that they make. They put their hands together and they make this diamond sign. All right. So while they sell this pack that's supposed to be for witches, and they'll sell this diamond sign, all right? Which is funny to me, okay? So let's move forward into this one part here where they're really throwing up this ritual sign to access Thelemic ritual magic. I hope I pronounced that word correct. And they get a lot of their teachings from Aleister Crowley. He was the guy over of Thelema, and he was part of the Order of the Golden Dawn. I want you guys to all look up Aleister Crowley, Order of the Golden Dawn, okay? Please look those guys up, and Thelema, okay? Now, let me read this to you about ritual signs. Ritual signs are positions assumed by the body, whether physical or astral. Their use is common in Thelemic ritual magic. The following sets of signs were assigned by Aleister Crowley to the various grades of his order, the AA. The first sets, the neophyte elemental grade sign and the LVX signs, were derived from the grade signs of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Such signs often have multiple uses and meaning depending on the context, okay? So these signs that they're throwing up come from Aleister Crowley's teachings, okay? Order of the Golden Dawn, the Hermetic, all that good stuff. So remember I read that it said the AA, the first sets, grades of his order, the AA, okay? I'm gonna show you guys. This is AA grade third degree equals the 8th degree. See the hand sign they're throwing up? This is from the 8A to the grade 3. And do you see the hand sign they're throwing up? Look at that hand sign closely. All right. Now this right here is the degree 4 to the 7th degree. See the hand sign they're throwing up? I know it's small, but I'm gonna enlarge the pictures for you. Okay. They're throwing up the diamond sign. The same one they're doing. So a lot of these people are getting their teachers and they're throwing this diamonds up to reference Aleister Crowley and the teachings of the Thematic Order. Also the pyramid diamond sign, all that good stuff is all mixed into one. Okay. Here's the better images of that. Now those right there is teachings from of Aleister Crowley. You see what they're throwing up? Those diamonds. The same as that diamonds that we see these other artists throwing, such as the Little Baby, Jay-Z, Beyonce, plenty of other celebrities. The ones I just showed you. Okay. Here's a few politicians throwing it up. Here's a few politicians throwing up the same hand sign, the blue and the red pyramid sign. That's a water sign, the fire sign. Okay. The blue stands for water, and they're also worshiping the god Oromoth. All right, so when the hands are down, it's water, and when it's up, it's fire. Okay, so there's plenty of meanings in this hand sign, plenty of meanings. All right, so they're just not throwing it up for no reason. So I'm telling you guys, when Little Baby was throwing this up, he was paying homage to Aleister Crowley and the devils. I know some of you guys worship Little Baby, and you're going to come in and say, "Nah, Dwayne, you're making that up. Nah, he was just rapping." All right, so all these other past videos, everything else, you're going to continue to keep making excuses for these artists. I continue to keep exposing and showing you guys different ones. And by the time you watch all parts of these, if you still defend your favorite rapper, all I can do is pray for you, my dude. But let's move on. Okay, so moving forward, we come to the vow of silence and one-eyed symbolism. Okay. The vow of silence is where you see these celebrities have one finger over their mouth, all right? And they're showing that one finger. Now, this picture of Little Baby was taken strategically. Also, pay attention to that star on his pinky. It's a pentagram, all right? A lot of these, see how when his hand's positioned that way, it makes a pentagram. And he also has a skull on his hand as well. You got the cross, the pentagram, and the skull, all symbolic for the occultic magic, okay? Or what they like to do. They all like to mess with the pentagram and skulls for sacrifices, okay? All right. That finger over the mouth is for a vow of silence, okay? That's a Masonic code. They all do this, all the celebrities. This picture was taken strategically. I will show you. All right, so this right here is going to be moving into another one of the books of like one of the whistleblowers who was exposing a lot of the Masonic teachings. All right, so they said right here, I'm gonna read it for you. Medieval priests affiliated with the set of the Alumbrados, aka the Illuminati, signifying to his monks and brothers not to disclose or reveal the secrets entrusted to their order. And now it's also saying Colin Powell stooped in Jewish magic and Kabbalism, give the due guard of the Royal Arch of the Masons. Okay, it's a Masonic code of silence. Look, Charles Darwin is even taking this code. All right, you see the Pope. You said there's even statues of horrors doing it. Okay. Now, for the secret master's degree, the candidate places 2 fingers to his lip and is told that his obligation enjoins secrecy. All right, that's the very first picture to the left, to the top left. Now, the one in the middle at the bottom is the one with the 1 finger over the mouth. It reads, "In the royal master's degree, in due guard, placing the 4th finger to the lips tells one's companion to keep silent." Okay. The Egyptian form of the god Hippocrates, given the sign of silence, is shown in this ancient drawing. Below, supporting Hippocrates, is the lion god, and encircling him is the supreme deity, the Orbios, or the serpent. What you see in a lot of these other artists' videos, you see the serpent. What did that read right there? Okay. This right here is there's also shows a statue of Kawakuti, Indian chief, strikes distinctly of the Masonic pose. In Masonic literature are accounts of number of Indians being initiated into Masonic lodges. The head of the chief's head is also reminiscent of that worn by Masons. Okay? There's plenty of different ideas where they get this information from, of having the vow of silence, the 1 finger over the mouth. All our celebrities have done it, including the LL Cool J's, the P. Diddy's, David Bowie, Pharrell and Kendrick Lamar, even Raekwon. I told you when Little Baby took this picture, it was strategic. Rihanna's, of course Beyonce, of course Kanye West, whoever this black dude is. It's not a game, guys. It is not a game. All right, so moving on to one-eyed symbolism. Okay, this picture was also strategically taken. You see he's wearing all black, all right, and the black background that are there is for the Masonic, where they like to use white and black as dualities. White above, black below, okay? White life, black death, okay? And he's right here is rocking the one-eye symbolism. This picture was taken strategically, all right? There's plenty of other celebrities taking pictures with this one-eye symbolism, okay? This is not a game out here. And they do this to pay homage to the Antichrist or the all-seeing eye, Horus. You know, that's where they get a lot of their teachings from, all right? So we're just gonna go through a few of the celebrities, all right? There's some white lady. We got Miley Cyrus, who's gonna pop up again in the video. Lisa Left Eye, all right, the one who got sacrificed from TLC. Jared Leto, he got an Oscar for one of the movies he played in. Adele, you know, when she was big. Some white dude, another white dude. Lil Nas X doing the same. Masonic sign, okay? You got Cashapp Rocky. Ludacris throwing it up. Travis Scott. Now this picture of Big Sean, that explosion over his eye, and he's also rocking the X. All right, so remember I told you guys that the X stands for cross my heart. Hope the daughter never relieve any of the information. All right, and there's also a lot of other stuff that comes with the hand sign X of the chest. It's also a Masonic sign. Big Sean also has an Illuminati breakdown coming soon as well. But that explosion over his eye is, or clouds, whatever that is strategically placed there to show you the one-eye symbolism. And it even looks weird even being placed there. Okay, it looks out of place. All right. All right, so there's your boy Fetty Wap. But let's move forward. Let's go on to the blindfolded ritual.
As far as going out there, doing that type of work first, because you have to go through rituals first. Mm-hmm. The first phase is the inner apprentice phase. That's phase one, and you do your rituals. They take you in and they tie a toe to your ankle. Made of
tie a toe.
A toe, yeah, ankle toe. They call it the ankle toe, and it's made out of what do you call it? It's like a harness. It's like a tie. They tie it around your leg, and they raise your pants leg up, and you're there in a suit, and then you go around. You're blindfolded, so you can't really see the actual temple. It's a temple. You got Joaquin and Boaz on one side. The two towers, which is the two pillars of the Freemasons.
This is like big time.
Oh, it's a ritual.
This is like sacred stuff.
Now that previous clip is, I will have the whole entire video pinned in the, well, it'll be in the description box to watch it, and also pinned in the comment section. But this right here is an ex-mastermason. Okay, this guy has real inside details of what goes on. So if you don't want to take my word for it, take his word for it. He's an ex-mason. You can contact him and watch the video. He gives you his email. Okay, it's not the first time I read about the blindfold ritual, but in the Gunner video, that featured Little Baby, they were doing the blindfold ritual, let you know that they took the ritual. That's why some people want to say, "Oh man, it's referencing Bird Box. It's referencing Bird Box." That's what they want you dummies to think, that is referencing Bird Box. But it really is them showing you that they are at the beginning stages, or just got initiated into the Freemasons, or to this secret society that runs the hip hop industry, the music industry. Okay, so that is why that they have the blindfold on. They're initiates. That's why you see them walking around with the blindfolds over their face. This is the same blindfold you see Kendrick Lamar wearing. I want all you guys to go watch Kendrick Lamar's loyalty video. That video is a Masonic ritual done right in front of your face. Please go watch the video I have pinned in the comment section with the Mason exposing all the rituals. The one of the guy I played at the beginning, of the guy in the blue. Go watch that, and then watch Blindfold, and then watch Kendrick Lamar's loyalty video. He tells you how they will practice where you have to get killed and be reborn again. And he also has the blindfold, all right? Kendrick Lamar has the blindfold. Here's Cashapp with the blindfold as well. All right? What Little Baby and Gunham was doing in this video, they were showing you guys that they were taking, that they took the oath. All right, it's not a game. Look how it's tied up. It's tied like a noose, tourniquet, wherever the hell. Wherever the hell it's tied up like. But anyways, moving forward, I'm going to read this part right here for you guys, all right? The master then retires to his seat in the east, gives one rap, and the lodge is seated. The senior deacon again, taking the candidate by the right arm, as represented in the annex figure, next page, conducts him slowly once around the lodge room. And as soon as they pass the stations of the master and the wardens, each of these officers gives one loud rap with his gavel, the junior warden giving the first one. And the candidate being blindfolded, these raps often startle him considerably. All right, so that right there, I just wanted to read that paragraph to you guys, just so y'all can kind of see or add in further indication about how these rituals go, these blindfolded rituals go. Let's get the gist of this out of one of the books that I like to get a lot of information from about the Masonic rituals. And it's basically telling you about the same thing that the guy who was exposing stuff said, about how they blindfold you and walk around the room. Now look at the blindfold and look at the string. The candidate dully and truly prepared. Okay, so look at it. Look at the blindfold. Look at the string. All right, same thing is in the blindfold video. There's a blindfold and there's a string. They're doing a Masonic ritual. Okay, so don't get it twisted. All right, do not get it twisted. And as you can see behind this Mason right here, there's the triangle up and the triangle down. All right, the Jewish sign. Okay, so let's move forward. This concludes this part. Let's move forward to the forever video breakdown. All right, so moving forward, we get to the forever video breakdown. And I want you guys to focus on Little Baby's outfit and Lil Wayne. Little Baby is covered in flames, letting you know that he went all the way out to the dark side. He does not care about, quote unquote, going to hell. He doesn't care about any of that. He's dressed in all flames. That's how a few other celebrities, which I'll show later on. And he's standing right beside Lil Wayne, who was dressed in all black. And Lil Wayne sold out his soul. I will give you guys a few images and show you that Lil Wayne took some of the same patterns as Little Baby did. All right, Lil Wayne is dressed in all black, kind of like, hey, I'm the guy bringing him into this shit. Remember what the guy said at the beginning of this video? Lil Wayne and Little Baby are the most satanic in the game. Okay, here's Little Baby rocking the flames again. Those shoes are actually fly. Little Nas X, you know, Betty Boy, he's rocking the flames as well. He rocked the flames quite a few times. There's Cashapp Rocky rocking the flames. All right, so it's not a game. These artists are really out here. They're wearing this stuff to let you know who they're with. They're in the fire. All right, they don't give a damn. They sold their souls. Okay, now let's break down Lil Wayne just for a little bit. I'm gonna save some of this information for Little Baby. I apologize. Lil Wayne's Illuminati breakdown that's coming in the later future. But I'm just going to give you guys a brief description or brief views of Lil Wayne's history of him selling out. Now here's an image of him rocking the horns, and this right here is his video with him, Drake, and Future. I just call it Good Kush. I don't know the rest of the song, but there's a part where he said that women love him like Satan. What kind of line is that? Pussy, money, weed, codeine. I forgot. I know he said, "Hey, hoes love me like Satan." I don't get it. Like, I'll be like, damn, baby, I love this fool like Satan. Like, that is crazy. That is a stupid line. But he just had to say that, literally. Like I said, they will say certain things just so they can pay homage. All right? Lil Wayne. Then here's also an image with Lil Wayne with an all-seeing eye on his chin. Or at least the clone Wayne. Lil Wayne throwing up the 666. And Lil Wayne doing the one-eyed symbolism as well. Now here's an image of Lil Wayne. I don't know if this was an official mixtape. I remember when it came out, I don't think it was official, but it might be official. But you see how Lil Wayne is in the pool of blood, and he has the wings. Those wings signify Baphomet, okay, or the fallen angels, and the pool of blood signifies the sacrifice. So Lil Wayne is down with them boys as well, all right? So let's get to the video forever. Now the video first starts out, it shows you a woman with wings behind her, okay? She has wings and these flames. She had these wings behind her. All right, she's just standing there. This image of this woman with the wings signify the fallen angel. Also signifies Baphomet. Okay, you will see this image in Billie Eilish video. This is also supposed to represent the phoenix that you can see in Kanye West's video, and it's supposed to represent the Baphomet, or the dark angel, and it's also representation of the phoenix. In the Masonic ritual, they like to call the phoenix is where, hey, you are reborn again as the phoenix. You know, the phoenix can die and be reborn again. Okay, that's what this lady represents. Okay, and why? And here's the thing: why would they choose this for this video? Why? If you watch the show Lucifer, there's a demon called Amandel, and he has the black wings as well. It all represents the Baphomet, and there's so many other different meanings. But here's my question to y'all: why would they put this in this video? Okay, makes no sense to me. Billie Eilish had this in her video. All right, this is the image of Billie Eilish where she dropped down out of the sky. She said Lucifer is lonely. Okay, some white bitch rocking the wings too. Like I said, it's supposed to represent the Baphomet. All right, the Baphomet, and it's supposed to represent the Masonic terms of the Phoenix. All right, so this right moving forward, there's going to be also another image of celebrities taking the same route. You got two of them. I don't know who the third white female is, but you got Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus both rocking the black wings, representing the dark angel. Miley Cyrus is all out Illuminati. Okay, she is the epitome or the definition of somebody who sold their soul, and so is Ariana Grande. Here are them both rocking the one-eyed symbolism. Okay. Now, when Lil Baby did this song, he first started the line off with, "I will never sell my soul. I am slime forever." Okay.
Sell my soul, I'll take you back on slime forever. Sell my soul, I'll take you back on slime forever. Sell my soul, I'll take you back on slime forever.
And then as he said that, he was walking from behind the lady. All right, he said, "I never sell my soul. I'm slime forever." I'm like, they always say they're never going to sell their soul. That's what they always got to say. But he says that as soon as he walking from behind of the devil. So quote unquote, that's who the lady's supposed to represent, the devil. All right. His entire video is very eerie and very questionable to me. All right. And there's a part here where Lil Wayne has a skull behind him. What I'll tell you guys to stand for. The skull stands for the sacrifice. Okay. It stands for the sacrifice. All right. That's what the skull stands for. And there's also an image of Lil Baby standing where he looks like he has the wings behind him. He's in all flames. Why they have the flames in the back? To signify that they in hell. They don't give a fuck. And this is an image of Lil Baby covering his face. It looks like he's throwing up a Masonic sign. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the images of different Masonic signs. I'm gonna circle the one that they're kind of similar to. You see that? That is very similar to that Masonic sign right there. Very similar. But that's pretty much all I got to say about this video. The woman with the angel wings supposed to represent the Baphomet. The skull in the back behind Lil Wayne is for the sacrifices. Lil Wayne is basically his gatekeeper into all this shit. Lil Wayne is very satanic, very Illuminati. He's down with all the shits. Lil Wayne is really about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So feel bad that because he actually is my favorite rapper, but it is what it is. And Lil Wayne also has Illuminati breakdown coming, where I expose all this shit. All right, so now let's move forward to the sacrifice. All right, coming down to the end of the video, we are at Little Marlo's death, Lil Baby's blood sacrifice. All right. Now, Lil Baby, of course, him being initiated into the game, he had to take the steps. Anybody signed to QC, Leora Cohen's over QC, so he gives all his teachings down. All right, like I said, it's all the pyramid. You got to please the next man up. P, I think he had his part in hand in also getting 2 other artists sacrificed, which we'll dive into later on in future videos. All right, so Little Marlo died on July 11th, 2020. All right, if you add all those dates up, it comes out to the number 13. Now, the occult, they are infatuated with numbers. Numbers and symbols rule everything for them in the occult. That's why you see so many of these celebrities throwing up all these symbols and having all these numbers around. Now 13 is one of the most, that's like the signifying that man has reached a different level. It's like a higher level of thinking. Basically, that's like a man has reached a divine level. That's what number 13 means for the occult. And there's also other meanings with it as well. They say 13 by its occult meaning signifies certain aspects of research of dark arts, alchemy, astronomy, and theurgy. Okay, I don't know if I said that last word right, but we're going to keep moving forward. All right, now 13 is very important. We're not going to dive too much into number 13, but I just want you guys to look at, let's just go over the $1 bill, which pretty much got me into all this shit because I seen the pyramid and I read about the pyramid, and so it all started with the $1 bill. The $1 bill is full of Masonic symbols, okay? And it's full of 13 symbolism. Now, it reads 13 leaves in the olive branch, 13 bars and stripes in the shield, 13 feathers in the tail, 13 arrows, 13 letters, and E pluribus unum on the ribbon, and so on and so forth. You guys can go ahead and read the rest of it. All right. Now, we're going to go back to the Forever video, and there was a clip that I caught where little baby had dice in his hand, okay? He had dice in his hand. Look at the dice that's facing up. When you playing the game of dice, the only numbers that matter are that dice is facing up, okay? You see 6 plus 4 and 3, 13. Those are the numbers that's facing up, all right? And if you add everything together, you get 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. Marlowe died at the age of 30, 3 plus 0, okay? It's all I think these dice was real symbolic of his death, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys a few videos of, I'm just show you guys a clip to let you know that this came out of the video Forever, of the dice. Now look at when the dice hit the table. It's still from the Forever video. Let's look at the dice when they hit the table. You look at the dice numbers. Look at the one that's facing up. You got 2, 1, and 3, 6. And look at the dice that's facing you, okay? That's turned a certain way. You see 1, 2, and 3, okay? 6, 6. That was on purpose, people. That was on purpose, all right? Now, I don't know how deep little Marlowe was into this. I don't know if he was already down with them boys, but you see here, he's throwing them around on hand sign as well. But like I said, some people are saying that's part of their gang signs. But I want you guys to know, a lot of these gang signs come from the secret societies. A lot of the teachings through the gangs come through secret societies. So it's no coincidence that a lot of these gangs and fraternities, their hand signs symbolize a lot of the same symbols that they were using in these secret societies. That's why a lot of these rappers come into the gang throwing all these signs up. They're like, oh, I'm throwing up blood. No, they're really throwing up different signs. Or they're like, oh, I'm throwing up my gang sign. No, that is really a Murano hand sign, symbolic of being in the Masons. So little Marlowe right here probably could have been in the know, he probably couldn't, okay? And this right here, I think he's throwing L's up, but it's kind of almost shaping like a pyramid, but this is kind of a reach, okay? But I will save the rest of this segment for Illuminati, my top 10 hip-hop Illuminati sacrifices. But this is pretty much going to conclude the Little Baby Illuminati Breakdown Part 3. So that concludes the Little Baby Illuminati Breakdown trilogy. Hope you guys like these videos. Hope you guys like Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. If you have not watched the other two, go ahead and watch them. Like I said, we'll have links in the description box and pinned in the comments, so you guys can watch some of the videos I was talking about as far as regarding the ex-Master Freemason. If there's any other Illuminati breakdowns you want me to do, please post them in the comment section. I have more coming. I'm so sorry it took so long, y'all. I've been procrastinating. I'm supposed to binge drop this video. I apologize. I had a lot of fun doing this. It was very informative. I actually learned a lot by doing this. I didn't know nothing about the triangles being the fire and water sign. I did not know nothing about that. I really know nothing about, start learning more about the Lima and the magic system and Aleister Crowley and them. So you guys, make sure you guys Google that. Make sure you guys look up Aleister Crowley, okay? But it's going to conclude the video. Hope you guys liked it. If y'all want me to make videos about anything else, please leave it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and tell everybody, all your friends about the boy Dwayne McClain. Y'all be safe.
Hey, baby, please don't call me. Hey, demons all around me. Hey, baby, please don't call me. These demons all around me. Baby, just tell me the places you're going. Chasing dreams, I know you doubt me. I'm on a roll now, all alone now, chasing goals now. Yeah, I'm on a roll now, all alone now, chasing goals now. Yeah, sorry to say, hop on the phone every day. She changing my mood. We might go